Let's take a look at another differential equation free response question. This time, instead of drawing a solution curve on a given slope field, we are going to draw some field lines, which is super fun. Okay, so we've only got 6 points to draw field lines, which is not terrible. When I look at this differential equation, okay, I'm going to need to use that to find these values, okay? I'm noticing that when x is 1, every field line is undefined. And you know what? They didn't even put any dots there. Do you see that? What about when y is 0? When y is 0, which is along the x-axis, let me draw these in a better color so you can actually see them. We're going to get horizontal field lines, okay? And then we could do each of these points individually. Your field lines should look something like that. Okay? Part A was worth 2 points, by the way. 1 point for your slanty ones and 1 point for your horizontal ones. Part B, let y equals f of x be the particular solution. It's tempting to actually solve it here, but that's not what they're asking me to do. Write an equation for the tangent line and use it to approximate f of 2.1. We have seen this only 1,000,000 times, yes? All right? So, we need 2 things. Oh, that is, let's see, we need to thin out that marker a little. There we go. We need 2 things to write the equation of a tangent line. I need a point and I need a slope. Well, luckily for me, they gave me the point 2, 3. But I need to find the slope. dy dx is slope. So the slope evaluated at 2, 3 means I'm going to plug that into my differential equation. So I have 3 squared divided by 2 minus 1, which is 9 over 1. So my tangent line is y minus 3 equals 9 times x minus 2. That was worth a point. But don't forget to do the rest of the question. Approximate f of 2.1. So f of 2.1 is approximately what we get for y when I plug 2.1 in for x. Okay, so we've got to get the y by itself. That's why that plus 3 goes at the end. And we plugged in 2.1 for x. Okay, part B was worth also 2 points, which leaves how many for part C? 5. That's a huge number of points. Part C, I guess we should read it. Find the particular solution to the differential equation with the initial condition f of 2 equals 3. Remember, this is our clue that we're going to solve for y equals, right? Find the solution y equals f of x. They're trying to give you a clue not to forget to solve for y equals at the end. So I have dy dx equals y squared over x minus 1. Can I cross multiply this one? No, don't be crazy. You'd have your x's, I mean you could I guess, but you still are going to have work to do, right? That doesn't separate your x's and y's. Instead, I'm going to divide by y squared and I'm going to multiply by dx, okay? 0 out of 5 points if you don't get the algebra correct. If you can't separate it, 0 out of 1 point. Super, super sad. I will tell you that a common mistake here on the left is to write natural log of y squared. Don't do it. Don't fall for it. It's a trap. The only time we get natural log is 1 over y, right? Or 1 over y plus or minus a constant. So here, instead, we need to think of this as y to the negative 2. So the antiderivative is negative y to the negative 1. Over here, we get natural log plus c. Okay? And you guys know I'm a big fan of plugging in as soon as I can my initial condition, so I don't have that plus c running around making me crazy. So I have negative 3 to the negative 1. What's 3 to the negative 1? It's 1/3. Natural log of 2 minus 1. I'm not going to put absolute value bars anymore because 2 minus 1 is positive, right? Right. And so I have negative 1/3 equals natural log of 1 plus c. What's natural log of 1? 0. That's right. Where do I go with this? How do I know where to go? Oh, right. I drew a big arrow. So I know exactly where to go. So I have negative y to the negative 1 equals natural log of x minus 1 minus 1/3. Okay, now remember, I have to get y by itself. Does it have to be pretty? No. Does it have to be mathematically correct? Yes. So the first thing I'm going to do is divide both sides by -1 to get rid of that minus sign. So my 1/3 becomes positive and my natural log becomes negative. It's just switching them, right? And then you might be a little confused here, but the way to undo this is just to flip both sides, right? To the -1 means reciprocal, right? And so this would be 1 over 1/3 minus natural log of x minus 1. Okay? Again, doesn't have to be pretty, just has to be correct. Okay? So if you have done all of that, you have gotten a perfect 9 out of 9 points. And hopefully everybody got 5 out of 5 on part C, the separating differential equations. That's the big one. Okay? You'll definitely see that on your test next week, Unit 7 test, and also, of course, on the AP exam. All right, happy studying.